Okay, so we think we have an idea for the laundry room, bathroom situation. Art's taping it off right now. But we are gonna frame out the wall right here for the laundry room, and it's gonna come down to here and stop. And he's gonna go ahead and get that wall framed this week and pull up all the tile. So this will be the wall. We haven't decided if we want to put the door on this side or on this side. We'll figure that out once the framing is up, and then we'll figure it out. So then we'll have some extra space here. So if we don't put the door on this side, that allows me to actually put stuff there.
Can I interject something for our viewers to maybe chime in on?
Yeah.
Shala just brought up a good point. We could still utilize this space if we put the door on this side.
Right.
Because here, this type of door would obviously have to be just an open
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
Here we could put a barn door, which gives it a little more character. And having this wall solid, we have electrical outlet already here. We can still put something. It's useful space, you know.
Even like when you were talking about a recliner, that'd even be a good place to put like a recliner in that corner and have like, that could be like our prayer corner or something too. So what we're thinking with the bathroom, we're just going to keep it simple because we've started talking about framing this all in, making that all part of the bathroom, but then Art remembered the electrical box doesn't need to be that close to the shower. So instead, to save space in here, since this is a small bathroom, we are going to do a pocket door on this bathroom. And then the shower, he's going to take out this sink, build a wall here, and then this will be my opening into the shower so that when I come in, then this is the length of the shower. The shower head will be down there, and that'll all be a wall, and then this will be the opening. And so we'll retile and do all of that stuff, of course. And then there'll be a pocket door here. So for a sink, we're just going to install a sink like right here by the toilet, just a small hand washing sink. And then again, this will be a pocket door. So this will just be just a small bathroom with a nice shower in it. And then we'll have this space. And I don't know. We may change our mind later and want to extend the framing down. We'll figure that out once we have the framing up right here, whether or not we want to come down or not. But for now, so if this is just wall space, then that gives us a good piece of area for furniture or whatever. The issue, though, with having a door on this side is that it messes up furniture placement. That's the only thing. So like, where would you want to put the door? Like down on this side, on that side? Because I was kind of thinking of putting the TV on that wall. And so if we did that, I think it would make more sense to put the door down at this end. And then you've got more wall space, especially if we were to angle the couches, kind of. Does that make sense?
It does.
It's hard to imagine until we get the framing up.
Right. Until we get the first framing up, then we can,
Yeah.
to have everything symmetrically, visually balanced with what we're talking about. I think we're gonna have to wait to get the frame up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, we have two leather couches, really nice leather couches.
But they're very bulky, and so.
Cumbersome, right, and I think that they're too big for this type of house.
Yes.
But I mean, I just really hate to get rid of them. But nothing's forever, so hey, whatever.
Yep.
Make it work.
And so then, since this is going to be our main bathroom and I need a makeup station, Art said I could build one in the laundry room since we're doing a fairly good sized laundry room. Hey, Art, I need the measurements for this space just so I can start kind of planning it out in my mind. Because I took measurements, but when I looked back at them, I just don't think they were correct. Because I used the rolly wheel and I don't think it was accurate.
50.
50 inches?
Yes.
Okay, but how much is it all the way?
125.
125 inches. Okay, now will you measure it from the wall down over here? You got it? You need me to step on it?
101.
Like right to that line there?
102.
102. Okay. And then the other one was 125?
125.
Okay, cool. Okay. And then once we take all of this stuff out and reconfigure everything, we are wanting to put a door here for Rocky to be able to get in and out of the side yard. So there's that. And then I'll share later a picture of the design idea that I had for this wall. That was when I thought we were going to open up the bathroom on this side, but it would still work for that. And then of course we'd have the inside of the wall that is going to be built right here. We'll have all of that wall space that I could put in my vanity or something as well. So I'm kind of liking the idea of putting the door here. I wonder how Art would feel about doing a second pocket door, because it could slide into this wall, maybe. And just have a pocket door sliding here, and then have a pocket door sliding there. I love this shower. This shower is awesome, but I just don't want a glass door. I don't want to have to clean glass in a shower anymore. I'm done with it. So that's why I want the open style like they have in their 2 guest bathrooms. And I'm about to take you back through those here in just a second because we need to do some very important measuring. And there's the Sadie Sue. Okay, so this one is just you just step in and it kind of slopes downward. But we're going to take some measurements for Art. Now I wish we could do ours where the faucet is down at the end, because I do love that. And I love the little shower niche right here. And since we've got that area off to the side of where the nozzles will be, I'm thinking we could do like a 3-tier niche thing right in there. Okay. You can see this is just about 34 inches here on the width. Of course, they have extra tall ceilings in this house, which is a bonus. And we got 82 inches on the height. Of course, the tile brings it down just slightly, but if you went up to the wall where the drywall was, it's 82 inches. Also for Art, because I know you were wondering about that, can you tell everything slopes down to the drain? Do you see how it's on a slope? If you were here in person, you'd be able to tell this slopes down and that slopes down, and then this slopes inward too. So the whole thing is sloping, every bit of it. Okay, so for Art, the entire length of this particular shower is 94 inches, but just from that end down to where the opening starts is 57 inches. So it's just under 5 feet. Of course, that's ultra large, like our shower is nowhere near that. Okay, so the width of this one is 3 feet. So I'm curious about the one upstairs, because I know it's not as wide as this one is. Okay, now this one, see how it's a little bit different. It's still a doorless shower, which I love. It's quite a bit not as wide. It's narrower. If you don't count the tile, if you go from drywall to drywall, it's 23¼ inches. But from here, from tile to tile, it's 22½, right on the dot. So on the width of the shower, it is 34.5 inches. So it's not quite 3 feet. And then of course this little lip here, what is that, 5 inches? Something like that. I can't see that far away. Okay, let's look at the length of the shower now. Okay, so the length of this shower was 64, no, that's not right, 69 inches. But I wanted to see how long is it up to where the door is. 44, 44 and a half. 44.5 inches for the length of this. And see, I feel like that's plenty. Yeah. And then see, they just did these little ceramic thingies. Gives us an idea. So this is really kind of what our shower would be like when it's all said and done, because we're going to build that wall here. Our nozzles won't be here. They'll be behind me back here. But the wall will be here. So on the other side of this wall would be the toilet, which is actually what is on the other side of this wall. But then the opening for the shower down here at this end, it would basically be like you would step out of the shower and the vanity would be right here. And then our pocket door would be right here. So basically these two things would flip flop. And the toilet wouldn't be in a separate doorway. And of course the entire space would be a lot smaller, but the layout would be similar. So like you'd come in the pocket door, you'd have a vanity here, toilet, and then the opening into the shower. So let me show that again. So we'd enter from the pocket door, which is like right where I'm at. And then right here would be the vanity. Right next to the vanity would be the toilet, because none of this would be back as far. So we'd come in through the pocket door, like right here, okay? Vanity here, toilet right next to it, opening for the shower. So it's not a large bathroom and makes me nervous because my bathroom right now is massively large and I got to get used to downsizing. It's going to be all right though. Everything's going to be okay.